Hey guys, I'm Clarence. This is Edwin, and today we're gonna play a game called Smol Tok, where we get to know people minus the bullshit. So let's get right to it. You want me to mess it up or you just take from the top?
Yeah, just take from the top.
Okay.
No, you take, then you read to me.
Oh, cool. Okay. So, what's the first card? Alright. Sink beneath the waves. Describe your saddest moment of your life.
Wow, first question already, so much feels.
Yes.
Saddest moment of your life, of my life. I think one of the saddest moments were after joining this industry. I think this industry gives you a lot of perspective of how people view you. So when I joined this industry, it took me a while to get used to it. I mean, I've been here for slightly more than a year. And after a couple of months, then I realized that the stigma of this career is really real. And those that stick with you, they really truly believe in what you do and they understand. Of course, they may not be my clients also. They are just friends. People that I thought who they were to be turn out very differently. When you're in this line of work, people tend to take you for granted and take you for advantage in terms of your time, in terms of your just mainly purely just for the environment of this job. The saddest part was when a very close friend of yours really don't appreciate what you do. They really take advantage of the effort that you put in. They do not express appreciation, they don't thank you, and eventually they just walk away. So it's something that people don't see the downside of the career. Of course, it's very glamorous here and there on social media. But I think at the end of the day, it also takes a while for people to accept what you do, in terms for your family to accept what you do. So they will feel like, hey, why are you working so hard? Why are you this, why are you that? But sometimes I think as friends, we don't really need to agree with each other. I think we need to understand each other more.
Wise.
Because it's very hard to agree because we are not in their shoes. Same thing, they are not in my shoes. So I think at the end of the day, we just need to understand. And I think it will be much better. I just feel that maybe I can, on my end, I can do more and do better to let people understand what I'm doing. Not just for my friends, but for my loved ones and family.
You don't have to agree, you just have to learn how to understand. And that's very wise. I think they say the best feeling...
Wait, before we move on, the saddest moment of my life, when I realized that McDonald's never serve McGriddles anymore. Yes. Okay, next question.
Alright. Tingling in your toes. How do you know that you truly love your partner? Wow. If you're watching this.
Yes, wow, a lot of emo questions.
Let's go.
How do I know if I truly love my partner?
Yes.
So those who don't know, I'm engaged. Maybe by the time this video comes out, I'm married.
True.
Yeah, maybe by then I'm married.
True.
Yeah. So how do I know? I think similarly to all relationships, be it friends or family, same thing like back to the previous sentence. We do not need to agree, we just need to understand. I think how do you know when you truly love your partner? I've been attached with her for 9 years plus, I think, close to 10 years or 9 years. I think close to 10 years. Why if the relationship was a kid, Primary 3 or Primary 4 already.
True.
True. So how do I know? I think this kind of thing you won't really know until certain events.
Like?
You start to do more things unconditionally. Let's just put it that way. Love don't make sense. Love don't make sense. And if it makes sense, it's logic. So when it comes to love, I think logic is sometimes put aside because of all the emotions.
You gotta just...
Yeah, you know one, you attached so long already.
True.
Yeah.
True.
So, if this person cannot make you a better person in a relationship, right?
Yeah.
I think something got to be relooked. Because at the end of the day, a partner, you know you truly love your partner when this person makes you a better person. And it gives you a much stronger drive. I think the moment you wake up, you know what you're fighting for, you know what you're working hard towards.
True.
Yeah. Sometimes it just doesn't have to make sense. You just have to feel right.
Wise, early in the morning, so wise. Very good.
So how do we truly know when we love your partner? Those watching out there, I think we won't really know, but you just need to know that you have to do the right things lah. Right? Macam you go home like that, you know the feeling. Everybody like to go staycation, everybody like to go overseas, right? But the day after you come down from the airport, you just want to go back to your bed, right? Yeah, because it's like a safe space, ma. Yeah, so the person feels like a safe space and literally a person that won't judge you, lah. Yes.
Very well.
Yeah.
So what's the next question? Let's take a look. Okay. Mini-me. How important is having children to you? Again, if you are watching this, yes, you can hear his answer right now.
Oh, Mini Leongs.
Mini
yes,
Leongs.
my surname is Leong, Mini Leongs.
Alright.
Need to create my mini legacies. Okay, how important? To me, my partner and I, my fiance and I, we really want to have children. I think that's something that we agree on very easily.
How many?
Minimum 2. Minimally
Maximum?
2. Maybe by that era, which Olympic sports quite popular? If basketball 5. Yeah, maybe tennis. I don't know, volleyball. No lah, but I think maybe around 2, 3. To me, 3 max lah. Nothing too overkill lah.
Do you want a son and daughter, or you want all son or
I want one son, one daughter, but I want daughter first.
And
Okay, I think for me is having children is very important. Mainly because I want to have 2 minimally, because today both parents taking care of one child in Singapore, am I right to say it's very hard because of the rising cost? Yeah, so if 2 parents taking care of one child is such a hassle already, what more one child have to take care of 2 parents when they are retired? That means all burden falls on that one particular child, am I right? If let's say it's just a single child.
not if the parents can take care of themselves.
Yeah, but that's the thing. So this kind of thing, I feel that that's the reason why I want to have 2 kids. Because for myself, I have a younger brother. So my mom always talk to me about it. So if let's say I have,
Oh, sure, sorry.
talk to me about it. Let's say if I was, let's say if I have a sibling, right? Touch wood, my parents fall sick. All this burden, right? Be it financial aside, but emotional aspect, I have someone to depend on.
Right.
And my brother can depend on me. So same
So
thing.
she will just sit down and
Yeah, I mean we always talk a lot lah. For my mom, yeah. So let's say if I have 2 kids, I want my kids to be able to come together to have a common consensus. If let's say touch wood shit hits the fan, yeah, they have each other to go through together. Yeah. So that's the reason why minimally 2. If one, it will be quite taxing. Moreover, down the road, many years to come. Be it cost, be it emotional aspect. So that's why minimally 2. If 3, then yeah, if it works out good lah. Most importantly, the 3 of them just got to be very close lah, or 2 of them lah.
Fair point. Next, another single person logo. What's that? Sing to the mountains. Just now we had the saddest. So, describe the happiest, what's that called? Moment of your life.
Very cliche. I think all these mix of emotions comes a lot after I joined this industry.
I brought you down just now. I'm going to bring you all the way up.
So bring me all the way up. I think happiest moment of my life is, I think there's a few aspects. Firstly, knowing that I have a very supportive partner, supportive family as well. Supportive partner mainly because job is tough, reality is tough, society is tough. I know I have pillars to depend on. Yeah, so knowing that, this normally when I end work, maybe it's going to be midnight, 11 p.m. Knowing that someone is waiting for you at home to give you a call to make sure you're safe at home, I think that is very happy. So that alone, that's not the happiest of course, because these are happening on a very regular basis. So of course happy, I'm definitely happy. My another happier moment of my life is after coming into starting work and all. I think I've always wanted to give back to my family, and when we go out for family occasions and all, I feel good that I can foot the bill. Yeah, so it may not be a huge deal. It may not be like, wow, I buy a car or a watch for my family or that kind of thing, but I can foot the bill for my family meals. When I go for dates, I don't really have to screen and save. Yeah, I just want to give them the best. I mean, it's just a simple meal lah. Like go out, you pay the bill, parents can enjoy, which is what you want, you work for. You go out with your partner, she want to buy this, buy that. Yeah, you just pay for, of course, not expensive stuff, but simple things that you don't have to worry so much about it. I think that alone, really very happy. That moment I was like, wow, this feels good, like this is something that I really work hard for. Yeah. So
I fully agree 100%. Community. Oh, this quite simple. Kin. How many siblings you have? Who are you close to?
Younger brother, close to one.
Younger brother.
Yeah, younger brother.
Nice.
Fun fact, my younger brother is 6 years younger than me. So those
6
two,
years?
yeah,
Oh yeah.
6 years.
Oh, 6 years.
How it came about, I told my parents that I'm bored playing in my toys alone, and suddenly 9 months later I got sibling. Wow, yo! Then I was like, wow, so coincidence, huh?
6 So at 6 years, 6 years is primary.
I was primary 1, primary 2. Around primary 1, K2 primary 1. Yeah, K2 primary 1. Then I keep talking to my toys alone, play Power Ranger. Then I was like, wow, damn bored. Then I tell my mom, I really want to have a brother, really damn boring. Then 9 months later, I got brother. Oh, and just nice brother, not sister. Wow.
If you ask, you shall receive.
So that's why I realized like at the moment I thought, wow, I asked my mother for this, also have at the moment I was like, wow, so easy to get sibling.
Now leh?
Ask for toy not so easy.
Now leh?
Now parents close shop.
What if one day, right, you know you give birth to your first kid, and your kid can ask you, hey pa, I'm very bored, I want to have one more kid. Actually, what's your reaction?
Wow. I think maybe I will have to reconsider. Maybe I'll really give it because I understand how is it like to be a single child for the first few years.
Will it be like, give me 9 months?
9 months. 9 months. You give me 9 months, January, maybe. Wow, this one was a tough question, bro. Never mind. Talk about my brother. Haven't married yet. Talk about this kind of thing. Yeah,
right,
but
guys.
yeah. Oh.
I have to cut it.
Okay.
Because we have actually a different set of cards for you guys. That is with a different kind of questions
Oh,
for
it's
you
finally
guys.
here.
So
Alrighty.
Yeah, we got a new deck.
Yes. So let's put it aside. We have a new deck, so it's laminated.
Yeah, you realize Smol Tok cards, the card bigger than the other card.
True.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's mess it up. Right, all these are not prepared, so let's see what kind of questions will you get. Choose.
Okay, I take the biggest one.
Alrighty, let's go.
Okay, lame. The card's so big, only one line.
Can you not? A lot of effort there. Alright. Is there a role model you look up to and why?
Role model, I think honestly, I think my dad has been a good role model. Of course, my dad is not a very expressive person. A very typical Asian dad, like, you know, like they don't tell you they love you. They ask you, you want lunch or not? Yeah.
Actions.
Yeah.
Actions.
You want lunch or not? You want this, you want that. So, I think my dad is a good role model, really, for me because I've seen him work hard. He started from humble beginnings, worked like crazy. Fun fact, my dad used to be flying regionally a lot. So technically, I used to see him maybe in primary school or even secondary school. I see him maybe 1 month, I only see him 2 weeks. Yeah, I only see him
1 month, you only see him 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Oh,
2
that's
weeks,
half the time.
around there. Yeah, half the time, or maybe sometimes 1 week, I only see him 1 day only. Because he's overseas more than he's in Singapore. When he's in Singapore, I ask him, what are you doing in Singapore? Yeah. I'll be like, what are you doing here?
I hope it feels not normal anymore.
Correct. So, back then when I was young, I don't understand why my dad must work so hard and why must he travel. But at the same time, I was enjoying what he was giving me.
Right.
So I was
The
too young to
comfort, the
understand
lifestyle, the
to
environment.
realize that comfort comes with hustle. So I didn't realize and I didn't really appreciate all this until I started with myself. Yeah, because I don't understand why must someone work so hard to achieve these kind of things. Then I realized it really need, especially Singapore. Yeah, so that is where the harder work, the work, the more I start to appreciate what my dad did. Then I was like, wow, actually really not easy to get what I have been getting all my life as a kid. I ask for things, they give me. I ask for toys, he will give me. Whenever he come back from overseas trip, he'll buy things for me. I ask for kid already, he also give me. I ask for brother. My brother, they give me brother.
But that money can't buy, bro.
Right. So for me, role model, definitely my dad and also my mom lah. My mom mainly because I think after looking at what my mom goes through daily in life, then I realized that actually my problem is not that big anymore. Yeah. Then as you grow older, then you start to look at your parents as role model, and you start to understand the certain things that they do.
But what do you say that what they went through makes you realize that your problem is not that big anymore? No?
Because
For
I think
example, that if you're able to share a little bit.
I think very simple is naturally when my brother and I, we were young, we are not the type that study, we are not the type that, we are not easy kids lah. Yeah, of course we don't go for gang fights, we don't go and do funny things lah. But I think it's more towards the aspect where when my dad is traveling most of the time, my mom is the only person that will hold the house together ma. Yeah, so naturally she's the pillar. My dad is the one that goes out to work. My mom is also working, but she has to work and take care of us.
Right.
Yeah, so it's not easy. My dad is always traveling and all. So when he's traveling, half the time, technically half of my childhood is my dad overseas.
Yeah, true.
So my mom has to be both, mostly the mom and the dad also.
Okay, last question. Oh, wow. This one. You wanna choose one more? I'll ask you first. You see whether. Okay. Before joining this career, what were you doing?
I was in medical sales for around 3 to 4 years. Around 4 years. Mainly dealing with ultrasound and X-ray. Technically big equipments in hospital lah. Yeah, big equipments in hospital. Doing sales for that lah. So actually all my line of work has always been interacting with people lah. And in the medical side, although it's just a sales aspect, actually you are in the hospital most of the time.
Right.
And I was also there in the midst of COVID also. So it's quite sad. You got to jump into the fire when everybody's running out. So you get to go inside operation theatre when the body is being cut up. You get to see doctors doing their day-to-day things. And you start to appreciate the medical sector more. You start to appreciate nurses. You start to appreciate why doctors are behaving. Because people always feel like doctors very cold ma. But I think there's a reason. I think it's a good reason. Because if doctors are emotional, they will not do their job well. Yeah. So when they go in and they cut the body up, it's a very objective and a logical thing.
Yeah, everything gotta be.
Yeah, correct. So initially when I start this career going into hospital, I feel there's emotions to it because I was like, wow, everybody, let's say for example this cancer center, everybody that is walking through this door, right, that is taking a biopsy, right, it's either they get a cancer, they know that they have cancer, or the result turns out negative, which is good. Yeah, then I was like, wow, shit man, this is so real. Like to me, if my family goes through that, it's an emotional aspect. But 50 people go through that door every other day. And when you cut out the body, same thing. To the doctor, it's a job. But to the family, it's life and death. So I was very emotional at the start. I was like, wow, I don't really understand how people can cope this. Then after a while, I realized that I have to take out the emotional aspect of it so that I can handle the job objectively. In terms of selling the equipment, how it benefit, and when I'm inside the operation theatre, when the body is being cut up, yeah, if you're emotion, then if emotion come into place, then you can't do it well lah. So that's the reason why I don't blame doctors for being cold. Initially, I hate it a lot. They like, wow, why are you so cold? It's a life and death. And then I realized that, yeah, I really get it.
Trained
yeah,
to be.
You have to because if doctors are emotional, they cannot operate well. It's like how doctors cannot operate on their own family well if they are being emotional. That's why doctors don't like to operate on their own family. Yeah.
Oh, I got the image in my head and that's
correct.
So painful.
Correct. So that's why they have to be logical and cold. So same thing for my work. I understand it better lah, the matters of life and death. So when joining in insurance in this industry, similarly life and death, but it's a very different aspect. But I think after being in the medical sector for that number of years, I start to appreciate my health lah. Seriously.
Yeah.
Really, when you cut the body open,
no leh. At night meeting bring girls, chips.
Pringles are not bring girls Pringles potato chip are not bring girls I just want to clarify.
Yeah, Pringles. Then bring. Okay, yeah, you get it. Then after meeting like 12 a.m. Bro, I hungry. I don't know McDonald's.
Work stress ma.
Bro, I want ice cream.
Diet always starts tomorrow.
Alright, so with that, we have come to the end of the session. Yay! So please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and hope you guys knew a little bit better of Edwin. If you're interested to find out more about him, you can follow him at
Edwin Palpy, EDWINPULPY.
Yes, and Facebook. And we will see you again next time. Bye!